Hey everyone, I just want to talk about this quick report from Chris Johnson. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. Always giving the latest news in the NHL. We're going to be ramping up content on this channel. So just everything coming out of the World Junior, obviously the internal investigation for the National Hockey League, the legal proceedings. So we're going to see what's going to happen. These players are eligible to return this upcoming season. They're going to be held out, suspended for a few months. So just from what I'm hearing, this is just kind of news and also just what people are reporting. So it does look like there's teams interested in Carter Hart. I'm not here to debate on if this is deserving or not. I'm more so just talking about that the goalie himself, whether he's been training, he hasn't played, but he's been training. There does seem like there's at least 3 or 4 teams interested here. I've also just read some things, talking to some people. It seems like the player, in this instance, the goalie, wants a change of scenery. So I would think he's not going back to the Flyers, but there's been other teams apparently interested here. Vegas, Utah, potentially maybe a closer team. Is there a scenario where Pittsburgh with the Tristan Jarry situation goes calling? Carolina, we know they're always kind of in the goalie market. So I've seen some of those teams out there. The one team, though, that I think I've heard about in the past that's had interest in Carter Hart well before all this stuff came out was the Vegas Golden Knights. Kelly McCrimmon was very close, tied in with all teams in the WHL, of course was involved with the WHL team. So I would not be surprised if the Vegas Golden Knights consider this here. I'm not to say that they're an organization that takes character issues often, but they did draft Trevor Conley. If you want to go look at that story, that was definitely an off-ice character issue well before him being drafted. So I would just look at that. They also have Brett Howden, who, I mean, there's some suspect stuff out of that situation. So not to say that they're the new Edmonton Oilers in that aspect, because I'll flip the screen here and just say it seems like the Edmonton Oilers almost certainly not an option for Carter Hart. He wants to go to the U.S. And this is obvious, right? Like if you're Carter Hart, he's from Alberta. He's going to be getting a lot more noise if he's in Canada. So for these players, probably makes sense to go to the U.S. and go as south as possible, right? So Vegas would be that. It would be basically as far as you can get. So I think in terms of the media hype and the media, kind of the hectic part of it, I would not be surprised if Carter Hart goes way down south. And if you look at the Florida Panthers, they don't really need a Carter Hart. You look at the Tampa Bay Lightning, they don't really need a Carter Hart. Maybe in a few years. But I think when you look at that southern area for the National Hockey League, Vegas makes some sense here to be a backup to Adin Hill. And that's kind of suggested here by Chris. Saying that if Adin Hill gets hurt, Carter Hart would potentially be a next option. Akira Schmid right now is their number 2 on their depth chart if Carter Hart was not to be signed, but I could see Vegas going after him for 1 year, $1 million, kind of a prove it deal, because past that, they don't really have any goaltending options. Akira Schmid is their number 2, and their number 3 is not really an NHL ready option here. So I think they have guys knocking on the door for sure, but I'm just saying in terms of what's been proven, of course, Carter Hart's such a question mark in terms of the NHL goalie. We'll see what he is if he does get signed, but I think the assumption right now from what I'm hearing from different people is he's going to get some kind of opportunity, whether it's a PTO, whether it's a 2-way deal. I think if enough teams are interested, 3, 4, 5 teams, the agent's going to get involved and go, hey, if you want to be serious about the guy, you have to sign him to a 1-way deal, and it might be anywhere from the minimum to $1 million or just over $1 million. So give me your thoughts, guys. I think this is one of those situations where I don't even like talking about it. I think it's just such a messy situation. So I'm just more so reporting the news here. I think it's probably going to happen, so we're going to talk about it. But I'm giving you guys what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing and relaying that info. So give me your thoughts. Subscribe, like, comment. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.